Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. So I think recently the Google just released an agent development kit, and it's an open source agent framework with the Gemini and Google. What is the agent development kit? It's for developing and deploying AI agents. I'm very interested in the multi-agent functionalities, like how do agents interact with each other. But before we're doing that, we're going to first get familiar with the agent development kit, and we're going to do some quick start. Like it recommends a local IDE like VS Code, which I'm going to be using with Python 3.9 and terminal access to run this quick application. So let's go ahead and do that. First, we're going to set up the environment and install the ADK. What we will do is to create a virtual environment. Okay, we're going to install this Google ADK. Next, we're going to create our agent project. So the agent project will have the following structures. We're going to first create the multi-tool agent folder. We're going to type this command and try to write the code into the file. Next, we're going to create an agent.py file in the same folder. Next, we're going to copy and paste the following code into the agent.py script. So before we're doing that, let's see what's going on here. So it's importing the agent methods from the ADK. So basically it defines two functions, the get weather and get current time. And this part is the agent part. And what we're going to do is to have the name weather time.agent, have the model Gemini 2.0 flash, and we have the description here. Agent to answer the question about time and weather in a city, and we push some instructions there. You are a helpful agent who can answer the user questions about the time and weather in a city. And also we define the tools here like the get weather, get current time. Next, we're going to create the environment file in the same folder. So we create an venv file, and then next, we're going to set up the model. So there's two options here using the Google AI Studio API key or the Google Cloud Vertex AI API key. I think the Studio will be more straightforward, very simple way. Let's try it. Okay, so well, in this page, you can see that you can just create an API key and search a project, select that and create an API key in existing project. So we're going to copy paste the following arguments to the environment file. Okay, so you can see that it tells the Google Gen AI whether to use the Vertex AI. You just paste the key there. All right. Next, we're going to run our agent. So make sure that we are navigating to the parent director of the agent project. There are multiple ways to interact with that. I'm very interested in the ADK UI tool they developed. So let's just run this. So we can open the URL, usually something like this. Okay, cool. And then we just select the multi-tool agent, and then we can just type anything here. So let's see what kind of questions we can type. So for example, check the weather in New York. It's get the weather in New York with the temperature 25 degrees Celsius. And it also can check the event. You can check different events and see the exactly what's happening here. So it's going to basically tells weather time. The agent, it determines the get a weather function tool to process this query. And you can see the city arguments in the function call is got the New York City. How about time there? All right, we can also check that the weather timed agent decides to use the get current time tool, and the arguments, it recognizes New York. So once the tool gets processed, the response will be the current time in there, which is showing here. How about this? Let's try some tricky one to see if that can handle the issue, like how about weather in NYC? The information for NYC is not available. So it somehow can have some feedback loop to ask users to make sure that you are asking the right questions. You can see that the event it recognized the NYC, but it's not. As you remember in our function, it's hard coded, so it won't recognize the NYC, but somehow it asks users to confirm that if it means like New York. And once I confirmed, it just somehow feed in the New York to the function call and get the response. So actually, from the agent, we can tweak some instructions to let the model to recognize those variations. For example, please recognize the variations of city names and convert it to correct full name. Let's see if this is going to work. Let's directly try this example NYC. It can now just recognize the NYC, get the response. How about New York City? All right, time there. It also writes the time in the New York City. All right, so that's the first agent using ADK. Congratulations. I think the next step we're going to do some advanced tutorial on the multi-agent things. Thanks for watching and hope you enjoy it. And please don't forget to subscribe to support the channel. And see you in the next video.